Hello everybody, this is Kata. This is TSdL, Season 7, Round of 16. We have Trinhuv versus Myeu. See Sissy White in Trinhuv's box, her unique did just come out. Otherwise, it's a pretty standard for Assassin box these days. Elwyn for single target trading stuff. Helena or Himiko for more supportive. Himiko for more supportive, to be more supportive of the single target strategy. Remove buffs with her Goblin Stealing buffs. Deal AoE damage. She prevents single target follow up. Put mobility debuffs down. That kind of thing. And hello everybody. And no new heroes just yet. New Liko you probably won't see much of, but new Ares is pretty good. Myeu's box. Standard for Assassin box these days too. Lewin as well. Lewin a bulkier unit to put down his tiles. Strip some buffs. Knock units off 100% HP, and make them much easier to assassinate or follow up with an AoE combo, although in Myeu's box there's not much AoE. Whereas on Trinhuv's box there's definitely a flex to AoE that can happen here, but most of those units have already been removed. Pepsi definitely wants to be looking to remove those AoE threats. Has a much nicer time for a single target, so a Himiko ban would not be out of the question here. Already all the other AoE has been removed. It's also a pretty good map for Himiko. Pushing up, down either path bunches you up into a nice bundle for her 3C. Does not ban the Himiko. Epsilon's still being left up too. Worth mentioning, he is also not running Hilda in this box. Trinhuv took advantage of that with immediately banning out at first a tank, but then picks up an assassin. Something like Helena or Sherry or even Elwyn with really good reach. Could have been better into this tankless composition. There is Lewin for off guard, but that's only in one block of him. It's a little awkward to push up using Lewin's guard. Although on this map, there are the pillars that do let you block pretty easily. And Pepsi can be one of those units that blocks while he's hidden. So yeah, Trinhuv picks up the Pepsi, buff for the burner. We're almost... yeah, pretty doable on this map for sure. If there's any map where Lewin guard can work well, it's definitely this map. Just because, like I said, you can block out those pillars, and then push up that way, Lewin can be one of the plugs, and then another unit on another that can tank. Yeah, it still does not ban out the Himiko. We see a Rosin ban here to really make the Himiko pick threatening. Also try to push Myeu into picking up a healer. Tidus and Kira getting banned. Both targets that Epsilon and Burner should not have too much trouble dealing with. I mean, even Sherry, Helena, much tankier. But Trinhuv does not take the Himiko either. That would mean running without a healer. Myeu certainly would have just double banned healers had Trinhuv picked up Himiko. We see last pick Christie. Last pick Christie does make the Sherry 3C stun play on tank and then go and snipe something a lot less effective. As long as people are within guard range of both tanks, then Sherry does not have any avenues there. The AoE combo is somewhat limited. Sissy is not the best AoE healer, but in this case it's more like the AoEs are to enable potential snipes from Sherry and Epsilon. The Sherry run goblins here. Not really anything like maybe Sissy, but Sissy could tech against that. Bit surprised to see Sissy over Rosin. Rosin with Miracle. Just totally prevent the Lucretia debuffs, not have to have 2 tanks. Then you end up with 2 healers instead of 2 tanks. I mean, there's not a great... Well, it's wrong to say there's not a great way to get through Hilda. I mean, Lucretia can potentially one-shot. Lewin can shoot through her, but with no tank on Myu's side, it seems that he's more on a timer. Sissy because he wants an elite tank. Fair. Sissy infantry looks decent here. Just summon it, strip some buffs from somebody. And we'll see what they chose. Little bringing Templars. Both to deal with the Lucretia, and Lewin also likely bringing Sandsea Mercs, so good advantage there. Gargoyles on Pepsi does limit his kill range a bit, but it is flying map. Sissy not bringing Mass Heal, but bringing Inspire. It is unique these days. Burner bringing Sneak Attack, as he should. There's no terrain for him to use on this map. Here he did bring Goblins. And Lucretia with Mass Attack, and 1 AoE. I do like Black Hole a bit more than Sanction, I think, just for the potential debuffs versus just raw damage. But Sanction can be done a bit more safely, but it's usually not too much a concern with Lucretia. Sissy bringing Shrine Maidens, and this is Bracer, so there's no way this Sherry's getting through. This also looks like Bracer Werner. Either that or Overlord's badge. Hard to say. Sanction for spotting Pepsi, that is fair, yeah. Christie and Hilda are DPS. Black Hole can't catch him. Yeah, that makes sense. Hilda bringing War Goddess. I don't think Sherry can kill... I mean, if this is Bracer, the Sherry definitely isn't killing a Sprinter, but that is really high HP for Bracer, so it kind of makes me lean towards this Overlord's badge. Yeah, the MDef doesn't look very high either, or the defense, so this is probably Overlord's badge. Still then, the question is, would Sherry kill him anyway? Yeah, I would say probably OB, but... Yeah, I don't think Sherry can kill. There's Christie Aura, there's Hilda, no crit, not that Sherry really cares much about that. Yeah, Goblins just do so little damage. Pepsi posturing pretty much immediately. There's no way to really punish this on Trinhuv's side as there's no AoE. It's also a question of, does Pepsi kill Werner? Twilight Star in this instance, I mean, Gargoyles are probably not going to do too much. Without stacks it seems tough, but it is a 6-star Pepsi, I think. No, it's 5-star Pepsi. No crit, no way, yeah. And there's Hilda. So. The 5-star definitely makes it dicey. Because there could be attack up, and it does seem like that's what Myeu is going for here. There are other ways to handle the Epsilon, and losing DPS on Trinhuv's side is very bad, because he has 2 tanks, 1 healer, Myeu has just 1 healer, a lot more DPS. Myeu can afford a trade much better. But yeah, the question is, does it kill? And I think it's going to be pretty tough. Buff up now as well. Grisha does not really reach. Can next turn. The Sissy's AoE heal is quite weak. It's only 2 times her int. Plus it's a Bracer Sissy with Shrine Maidens. So the healing won't be that high. The Lucretia Heaven Sanction could potentially do... I mean, it could do enough damage. It'll definitely do enough to chip him a bit. But even then, does it kill? Plus, at that point... Well, you do reach either Pepsi or Werner. Hello, Wing. If Luke did go in with the Heaven Sanction, then you couldn't just single target heal 1. And that is worth thinking about too. Pepsi does reach Pepsi. And Pepsi might be a much easier kill. Especially with attack command. It's basically like Pepsi having 2 stacks. Yeah, maybe this Pepsi move up this far. Maybe like 1 tile back. Because I don't think you can block this. Do need to be a 2 block, yeah. I can prevent that with the infantry. But does not. I don't think there's a very good act gunplay there, although Sherry did breeze. She could kill the infantry. With Shadow Raid, that doesn't really accomplish anything. Lewin out of reach. Pepsi can also just sit here. Doesn't have to go in now. Could move Christie up now. That does prevent access from the burner, although I think Pepsi is the one to be more concerned about. Can't really move her there. Trinluck stack on the coins. Yeah, double unique proc. Not that unlikely. Oh, do you move Pepsi out of range? Worried about Pepsi killing your own? Will be no crit under Christiora. Could try to bait it. The trade much more favorable for Myeu. Will Myeu take it? Hilda still Her anti-crit aura is still in range of Pepsi. Should have brought the 2C guard, dominating formation. It's actually pretty nice on this map, you're right. The tiles are kind of nice against Sherry here, especially if you plug it up and really limit her. You can control the center pretty well. The dominating formation is a nice tech on this map for sure. If you have like Hilda in this situation, yeah, you could go 2C guard. You don't even need to bring buff on Hilda here. You could just go ram and stuff like that. So yeah, Pepsi only kills the heavy infantry. Guards suck. And just, I mean, this Werner has too much going for him. There's Hilda, anti-crit aura, there's Christie aura. Even beyond that is a very thick Werner. He could crit? Wasn't he was still in range of Hilda, right? Yeah. Oh, Werner out of Hilda aura. Yeah, no, I was thinking Pepsi. Duh. Yeah, I was thinking. I think he did actually crit, if I'm remembering the battle scene right. It just was not enough. Yeah, Werner was out of Hilda crit aura. He did attack in 2 range, yes. Would have been a bit better to attack from 3, but he wanted the attack command from Lewin. Yeah. Just not enough and no stacks, that's pretty much it. Now Myu's a unit down. Seems that eventually Pepsi and Werner will just cut through. Lucretia a little useless against these 2 tanks at the moment. Firetron Liana on Myu's side definitely would have been good, yeah. There's no real debuff AoE to worry about. So you could even like drop 3C and not worry about it too much, just keep Act again. But there was attack buff for Lewin, which was nice. But yeah, if Myeu can play a more conservative game, sit back, build up Pepsi stacks with Liana, Pepsi will have Sky Archer. Luke can eventually AoE and pop the shield. And then at that point you can definitely get Pepsi for Pepsi. Maybe even Sherry could get it somehow, although on this map with 2 tanks it's always really hard. But Pepsi at least would fly, so. And has 3 range. Both big differences. And then if you can get the 1-for-1 trade on one of the assassins, starts looking a lot better for Myeu, yeah. So this is always kind of tough for... Well, there's Lewin. Lewin in endgame can eventually whittle down these tanks. Tough game for Myeu now. I hope everybody's having a nice day. I am. I am waiting with I completely lost my train of thought. Is it beta to work? Yeah, I'm waiting with bated breath at Elden Ring releasing. Just working, enjoying the match, that's good. I may or may not have run out of things to talk about. It's just tough because what can you really do here with the unit deficit? Seems like the only choice is to just send Lewin AoE and hope Luke AoE can work, but it's just not going to kill anything. There is Sherry. Runner is still a little injured. Healing output definitely Sissy's weakest point. Trinhuv blocking access to the Werner with the infantry, which is pretty cute, and still being able to push up. Seems that Trinhuv will just continue to occupy the center. Sissy does have her act again available. And maybe if Lewin clocks like 3 times. Should have gone AoE Sherry. It's definitely an option. It's pretty awkward on this map though. Just like look at Trinhuv's position here. Just you can't get to the back line. And that was kind of always going to be the case with 2 tanks on this map. Just can't reach. This map in general restricts Sherry a lot. I mean, she won't get her talent, right? Yeah, when initiating battle. It's probably not gonna hit that hard. Lewin drops the first AoE. And does clock. So there is that. Worth mentioning that, though, that Sissy can spam Inspire every single turn. So there is that. Yeah, just go Scarlet Reaper on Sherry, too. Just go all in. Block for 12 turns, then win by damage. I mean, surely you can get through Lewin before then, right? But I guess Werner won't be doing too much. And with this attack, I'd say it's definitely Overlord's badge. 1500 Bracer does not seem feasible. I mean, 13,000 HP on an Assassin already doesn't seem very feasible with Bracer. Werner does have good HP, but I don't know about full. It's definitely Breeze, yeah. 100% Breeze. Plus he has the +2 Moby. There is still Sherry to worry about. He does have great counter in his defense stance, but that's not active when allies are in 2 spaces. Trinhuv just stalling a bit. Sissy does a +2 mobility buff? Where? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a +2 mobility buff. Oh, yeah, okay. Gains a random buff. Got it. Got it. So Lucretia poking the yeah, it's same as Tenyo, just 2 instead of 3. Got it. The random buff from it, yes. Lucretia poking Christy a bit. Doesn't do much. Still Sherry standing here menacingly, threatening these assassins. But all Trinhuv really has to do is just stay back here until the fog pushes Myeu closer. Definitely important that Hilda's guarding this, because if Sherry can just basic attack this, then run into the bag. Now you have to raid to do this. And she has to be going for Werner here, right? She will die for it. Yeah, melee's definitely the right choice. Range would not have done it because it would have just been goblins attacking. Chances of Hilda tiles mattering are unfortunately low because if anything, Hilda's probably like dominating formation in here. I mean, maybe you could do it from here though. Axe again. Pepsi. Pepsi does not have a... Oh yeah, he does have skill. Sorry, that's his faction buff. So Sherry should die here. And Pepsi's at 4 stacks. Starting to look pretty spooky. Very easy kill. Now it's just Lucretia and Lewin. Yeah, 4 stack Pepsi is no joke. But hey, maybe Lewin keeps clocking, you know? Everything dispelled but faction buff, yeah. That would have been big if Lewin managed to get that too. Would suck to dispel your own faction buff on the same turn you cast it. But he missed that. It got the MDef buff. Pretty much the most useless thing here. I mean, there's still Lucretia having sanctioned, but... Maybe Lewin will get it. Hey look, value. I see. Is that Lewin going for the single target? I didn't know that. I haven't noticed that before. It is a good skill. Yeah, that's a good point. Fair enough. Pepsi's down. Has 2 turns on his skill. Until then, there's no way to get through this Lewin. Lewin did not clock the AoE, or the single target. Did clock the AoE. There is a potential endgame where Lewin wins this. He just has to keep blocking. Oh, the infantry to dispel, remove some buffs here. I like it. I just roar the Lewin. Does not get the attack buff, but does get the gospel immunity, which is pretty much useless other than the fact that it effectively got the attack buff by getting the gospel immunity because it debuffed his attack by 20%. Well, I guess it's not effectively, because it would be a 3-turn buff, but it had the same sort of effect. Defender procs, so this probably does not kill. Yeah, that would have killed if it was... If that defender didn't proc, probably would have killed. Still, it's 2 lives on these tanks. Again, Sissy's lower healing output, probably worth mentioning. Act again is down, is up next turn. You can see the numbers are just not high. I could have gotten Hilda life. Or, no, Hilda wasn't guarding, so there was no way to hit the Hilda. I mean, Lewin will just keep getting shipped. Actian is up for Liana, and Lewin did not plot. Can probably... No, there's no way to hit the Hilda here. Lewin's value is not currently active, so he does not have enough mobility to reach here. I didn't catch guard priority. Well, I guess Hilda loses a life to Lucretia's Sanction. Issue is here that Sissy just lets Epsilon end his turn. Then you just act again Epsilon, it puts him back at 100% HP. That's when stuff starts dying. Trinhuv's slowly moving to make sure Myeu can never get in the center. Just barely not killing because of no attack buff. And I think Epsilon with the Sissy act again probably be able to kill this Lewin. 4 stacks. Sissy act again does give you some nice buffs. Either way, it will be a long time until Lewin is active. Maybe he could survive and win by damage? I don't know, man. I mean, there's tanks with cab troops. Hilda can just go double cab. Eventually, you're going to be able to get rid of these fancies, right? Or at least close enough that Epsilon can kill. Hilda takes the puppet. Act again is down for 2 turns. Here's where Ram could have been nice. Although, yeah, Liana would just move there if you had Ram. Double cap Hilda will just die. I mean, probably, but it doesn't matter. You just need to kill enough of the Sansi so Epsilon can kill. I mean, Lewin's never getting through Christie. Chris still has her guard. Lewin does. I mean, yeah, if Chris didn't have her guard, if that got dispelled here, then there is a chance Lewin could do something. Could probably kill Pepsi. Might be tough, I mean, it is Gargazon terrain. But it does look like an attack accessory Lewin, so. I mean, it is worth mentioning, Myeu is leading on damage. But here, surely, Pepsi just kills Liana. Up. Chris hits, then it basically guarantees it. You act against Pepsi with Dissy. And it's just, there's no way for Lewin to survive. The ceiling's okay too. Pepsi can bring up his buff for one more turn. I mean, there's still 2 turns on Lewin's skills. Just not infantry being annoying. Keeping it around for attack command, which it's probably better to just roar away the defense debuff because it's the 10% attack buff versus a 20% debuff to the defense, relatively speaking. Wonderful to see Myeu bring in another tank. That was what happened last game, is that Myeu just couldn't get a tank. Well, you know, the thing is, even if he had a tank, it was Pepsi and Werner doing everything anyway, so... Shit. But I do think Trinhuv had more devastating ban pick routes to go down with that tank first ban, with units like Cher or Helena. Yeah, shouldn't have tried with Pepsi. I definitely agree with what you were saying earlier, Campa, is that there was potential for Myeu to find a good one-for-one trade from the AoE, could build up the Pepsi stacks. See a couple box swaps. Another tank did get brought in. Ham and Pepsi both being removed for Burn and Hilda. Even more off tank. So, a tank and an off tank rather. Trinhuv's just sticking with the same box. And now Myeu's playing tank pushy. Bans out to wet him first. Always a good choice. The reversal is a constant threat. Trinhuv has a box that looks like it leans more towards banning Rosin. Trinhuv banning out the Elwyn first. Wants to be really safe with Christie. Not great threats to her in this box otherwise. Just Helena. And Helena with Highlands, as I've seen, fails to kill Christie, so... And the same map, yeah. I swear, the game just loves to do that. Like their fucking algorithm's bugged or something. I wouldn't be surprised, but... Regardless... Kira and Lucretia getting banned. Kira... pretty scary as player 1. I mean, if you look at Myu's box, I guess Bernhardt is a concern. Lewin can kind of be a concern with Kira. Not really. But T-Jess and Kira on Myu's side are both threatened. Lucretia's just always a good pick. Has a revive. She does cut through Hilda pretty well. Trinhuv opting for second pick Werner again. Will we see Myeu give over Pepsi third as well? Werner having a buff last game was certainly problematic, although it is difficult to totally prevent Werner from getting a buff. There's one route to go about it. This pushes Trinhuv into picking up Florentia or Sissy. Then after that, I mean, Florentia could be an attack buff, but since Werner is a bit more vulnerable defensively, some other things could potentially happen. Trinhuv threatening the same thing with the Rods and TR spam, forcing Myeu into a Liana or Florentia pick, lest Myeu have no AoE healing whatsoever. Burn does seem like one of the biggest threats. Just a hegemony, removing a lot of buffs. And screw over assassin auras. Sword Dance could also be a good tool here as well. Limited AoE combo potentially. Supposing that you do pick up Burn, then you can ban out Lucretia and Helena right after that, and then the only possible AoE, other than, of course, the legendary Wind Whisper Sherry, would be T-Jess with AoE, which is usually a bit on the tougher side. Limits her skill set quite a bit. Burn would be somebody that Werner could not easily assassinate. His aura will be annoying. Yeah, but I don't think you get Lucretia or Helena here. What does that give you? It gives you Kira, who, if you burn Sword Dance first, maybe Kira can do something? You never know, that is true. But I think Lucretia and Helena look like the biggest bans here for sure. I mean, T-Jess is not that big of a threat. You have Christiora for Kira. Werner is not going to be particularly threatened by Kira. None of these units that care that much about Kira either. We will see Lucretia, almost certainly. Then there is an AoE combo between Burn Sword Dance and Lucretia AoE. And just Myeu banning out the DPS last there makes perfect sense. Now there's potentially two healers who act against. Florentia would not have a buff. And Myeu, instead of picking up Lucretia, picks up the Sherry instead. Sherry is a means to deal with this Elwyn. If Elwyn goes in, then Sherry can just double act and kill the Elwyn. He's just not necessarily a dead pick here. Because if you go the hegemony route with Burn and just continue chipping down the tank, then you just could capitalize off of that, but with two healers on Trinhuv's side, it does look hard to bust. Still, also kind of hard for Trinhuv to bust Myeu, conversely. There is potential stripping of the guard, but not a great unit to take advantage of that. Just Werner, who kind of doesn't care about stripping guard anyway. I mean, he just ignores it. Difficult units to assassinate, although he just is one of them. Werner and Burn and Sherry should be able to tank Werner. I think Double Strike can maybe kill Sherry sometimes from what I've seen. Plus, Werner would have Elwyn buff. No rights on that Sherry. Rope seeing that last game, it was not Glory of the World, which generally does indicate no rights. So you could be one of those masturbators. Sissy is Princess plus Glory, not bad factions. Yeah, Sissy has a nice buff here. Mine's 3-star, so I got a while. Call and dismiss strats. Dismiss plus Werner could definitely do something. Myeu is player 2 with the act again though. I mean, Trinhuv does have an act again as well. Myeu also has Bernhardt buff for Florentia, so can definitely spam more act again. In that sense, Myeu does kind of want to wait a little bit. He just also wants to spend some time stacking. Well, Aerie is my biggest fan, so yeah, you can't show off your strats here, or else Aerie will just instantly know. Bringing not 3C on Elwyn because Trinhuv expects this game to go a bit longer and doesn't really expect you to lose too many units. Interestingly, bringing Mass Resist on Florentia. What is Mass Resist here for? Potential stun prevention from Sherry. Yes. Just in case Sherry went 3C. Bring Mass Resist, and that totally shuts that down with one tank. Yeah, she didn't bring it, but I respect the... I mean, there's not too much AoE to worry about. For Burn ended up bringing Iron Fist, which is a little scary versus Elwyn. Especially after Burn punches stuff. Disqualify Myeu for using this skin. It's a pretty ugly skin, not gonna lie. It is a bit offensive to my eyes. Dominating formation is brought. In this position it does not prevent too much. Viewer, you also find it offensive. And we need beautification laws in the TSdL, clearly, or rules. We'll start striking players for using the wrong skins in the future. He just was strengthened. She's pretty much the buff dealer in this comp. This lets Florentia run strategic regroup. A little nice to heal from Florentia. T-Jess Young Jess skins. Yeah, I think you can only get one. Maybe they'll rerun it one day. Again, Sherry with goblins, which on this map, it is very difficult for Werner to get defense stance. I mean, I guess he can go fuck off over here. There's no stun on Sherry. If Sherry, like, attacks his Werner in defense stance, she just dies. He just skinned ugly, so who cares if we only go one? You know, I kind of agree. I am not a big fan of this skin. And I really don't like the art. Like, the sprite's okay. But the art, even the sprite I'm not big on. And the young just skin looks good. Going straight for the act again play. What is this? Only Vargas can pull off this skin. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I don't think this can do anything. You can punch Christy with TSdL, and I guess that should get her pretty close, and then the idea is hopefully that Sherry can kill, but only... Okay, well I guess TSdL did get a Tenyo attack buff, she did get Breeze, so she can go right here, strengthen Sherry, then she can hit... And now she can't, because Ellen could just counter her immediately. Yeah, Trinhuv. But this does get Trinhuv's act again. And there is no way for Trinhuv to gain more stacks. It'll just be 3C and units dying from here on out. So it's not a terrible trade for Myeu here to just back off, trade the act again. Trinhuv spending a resource he cannot easily replenish. Myeu is not, given that there's Bernhardt buff for flow. Just in time for you to completely stop using her, yeah. I mean, I love TSdL, but she's not bulky. And it does not suit me. Yeah, just giving the attack buff. Sherry, and I guess that is one concerning thing here, is that Sherry could maybe kill Elwyn. But Trinhuv's very confident that his Elwyn can tank the Sherry. Does not give any space. And yeah, that looked like a pretty easy kill. A 2000 attack Sherry is definitely something, but still. It seemed like an easy kill even without like a hyper Sherry. I mean, if defenders proc, sure, but... Oh yeah, it was Prisoner's gear too? Okay. Okay. Now with 2 healers on Trinhuv's side, 3 DPS still on Myu's side. This Werner kind of has to carry the world here. Yeah, okay. I just didn't see. Yeah, Prisoner is very easily scoring that kill. And Sherry just fucks off. TSdL in this team is not exactly a DPS, it's more a support. Dish out strengthens to Sherry as needed, teleport plays. Sherry at endgame maybe, which Sherry did get the 1 for 0. You can almost get that kill with Angels. Yeah. I mean, Werner can go over here and plug up the hole. Then Sherry just wraps back around anyway. Will be pretty safe over there, though. I guess Burn probably brought Iron Fist here because he wants to be as safe versus Werner as possible. With the extra 25% physical DR, should be pretty safe. Still the middle win condition, but Sherry should be able to kill Florentia. Maybe? Probably. It's a pretty thick Sherry. Sissy, on the other hand, is pretty much fine. I would say Sherry probably kills Florentia. Racer or not. But I honestly don't know if I've seen it. There is Christy Aura. It looks like Myeu is going for blocking out Trinhuv from reaching the center. And Trinhuv did bring Dismiss. Campo guessed very right. Which means now this Bernhardt should be pretty fucking dead. Also putting down a Lancer. Yeah, that Bernhardt move was a bit aggressive. Did not consider the Sissy option. You can plug up this hole, but I mean, it prevents Sherry from following back up. Florentia just does not reach with battle support. If she did, that'd be one thing, because then she could 3C and heal up Bird enough, but... Dust Clock. The 30% HP Werewolf. With Werner with the 15% damage buff. Bird is a bit on the skinnier side from what I've seen. Have to try, right? I guess the question is, do you use Double Strike or do you use 3C? 3C would be out of aura range, but Double Strike I think is more reliable. Yeah, that scores that kill quite easily. Gives Sissy a coin for her troubles. Werner is down for one turn. But we have a game again. Both sides managing to pick up a 1-for-0 trade. How do you remove Werner? I don't think you can. But neither side can get through the other's tank. Trinhuv does have turn priority here, so he can just take a life right now. Could just kill Florentia. He might die for it. So it's a question of if that's worth it. Burn was way more important than LN though. Trinhuv does not take it. No real reason to throw away Werner here. He's an eventual kill on this Florentia. No reason to make it a trade. Yeah, Burn really needed to be here to get rid of these Christie backs, or this Christie guard. Put pressure on her. Aura was important. There's not a great single target combo anymore now. I mean, but the thing is, with Burn with Iron Fist felt like he wasn't doing a lot either. I get that you bring it to try and kill Werner, but Sword Dance could stunt Trinhuv for a little while, open up a Sherry assassination play. Hegemony is a good endgame win condition against the Christie. I think it's Hegemony, sorry. No clock on this side. We might as well just use it. Just wants more stacks. The thing is, Werner can't keep defense stance up by any stretch. But even with that defense stance, it's questionable whether the Sherry kills anyway. You can wait for his buffs to run out. And Florentia did lose the burn buff too, which is another reason that burn was very important. Some more dismissed strats. We're gonna see Werner take a hill to life here. Probably. 3C does ignore class advantage, so maybe not. And Hilda's blocked in here. Well, attacking the Christie will definitely ensure this Hilda dies to Werner. The dismiss proved pretty devastating. Dead Werner? I guess Sherry hits it from here. Oh wait, no, yeah. Sherry can't reach. He just act again is up, but Werner's still in guard range. Wait, what? Oh! Ram! 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 Ram mobility down on the Christie because it's not an Overlord's badge Christie. But yeah, that is a trade for Werner. And suddenly this game looks really weird. Okay, so Sherry can't kill Sissy White. She can eventually kill Florentia, probably. No way for either side to really kill each other. Trinhuv does have the better position on the center. There are no flying units. So the question is, can Myeu get through Christie within 8 turns? There is an act again for Trinhuv. Maybe use it on Sissy to make you last even longer. Myeu can just ram again. Yeah, it is a Myeu's up a unit, you are right. Oh yeah, Trinhuv can never win on damage. So he has to kill Myeu. And it does not look like there's a great way to do that. I mean, there are 2 act agains here. I guess that's what you have to do, but as soon as you do that, then Florentia is going to respond by just healing up Hilda. Fury Shadow rate is up. Yeah, it just does seem like Myu's has it. The ram on Hilda, proving very clutch. I was like, why the hell would you attack Christy with Hilda there? Because I always just think, I think every Christy's immune to mobility block because I run Overlord's badge. But this is Bracer. Another clock. And Trinhuv just calls it. Yeah, there's no way for Trinhuv to win. Eventually, Myeu wins on damage. So game number 3. Some more versatile box swaps out of Myeu. Bringing in tanks. Didn't want to fight without a tank again against this comp. Well, it is just mostly assassins, but still, tank aura is really helping. Even against assassins, they don't ignore guard all the time. But thankfully, we do not get the 3rd sky map. We get a little bit more variety, although a similarly restricted map. Ability-wise. No box swaps. This time Myeu first banning that Werner. Finding him the biggest problem. Does not necessarily have to first ban him, because Trinhuv was only ever picking Werner second. You have Trinhuv pegged as a pretty safe tank push player, always going to pick a tank first. You could ban Werner second instead, but... Imagine we'll see a ham ban. Next round. And one of the more annoying things to deal with as a tank push player. We do not see the ham ban. I think Trinhuv is going to, yeah, feel very comfortable second picking that ham. Hands out the Rosin to ensure the heal reversal can go onto the ham, or the Hilda, and then bans out Tiaris. Perhaps most worried about attack blessing on assassins, letting them get through ham and killing him. Myeu, on the other hand, just straight banning every assassin in the game, plus Lucretia. now single target follow-up onto the Hilda is a bit limited, although with hero reversal it's pretty much enough anyway, even for these calves. Helena could bring Highlands. Elwyn does not necessarily even need to bring infantry troops, although he still could. But Unicorns when Hilda's at like 50% HP, probably going to be enough to score the kill anyway. There's a little bit of limited grassland in this map though. That could be a consideration. Low infantry also sucks for going through the center of the map. Next, Trinhuv banning Burner and Sherry, targeting the assassins. Interesting that leave Kira up. You would think that Kira would be one of the bigger threats to Ham here. Like Sherry Kira, because Sherry is also a pretty big threat, and then Ham with Werewolf should be plenty tanky against Burner, I think. Bring up Himiko. Now Helena AoE combo between Ham, Helena, Himiko is a bit of a threat. Although a pretty obvious choice for Myeu here is to just double ban the DPS. Then next turn, next phase, you'd probably just double ban the act again, because at that point Trinhuv's gonna pick an act again here. But Myeu still has some choices as for what to pick, has to deal with this. Himiko is more or less impossible to assassinate before she gets her shit done, as long as she engages. Instead, Myeu threatening to double ban healers if Trinhuv does not pick one up here. Burn pick again. Both Sissy and Flo don't have great tools to deal with Sword Dance's heal block. No mobility down on Hilda, yeah. Himiko is a bit less effective in that regard, but she's still really annoying to the team. Sealing technique's also always a bitch. Yeah, I think the issue is that Trinhuv's gonna get locked into no AoE follow-up. Because you don't necessarily have to ban Ellen here. Who bans the Ellen anyway? I mean, the thing is, even if Himiko's just AoEing, the AoEs are still really annoying and strip a bunch of buffs. Stealing technique guaranteed shutdown, but it does seem difficult for... Trinhuv doesn't have any unit that can really capitalize off of, like, guard getting removed by Ham. It seems like it's... You're not going to be able to really kill Bernhardt with AoE Ham, and Himiko very well. Lucretia could be threatened. Seems like a really long, grindy game for Trinhuv, but he has ended up with double act again. And there is no guaranteed answer for Ham's heal reversal onto Hilda here. However, Myeu gets a second tank, which is actually really dangerous when you have this sort of strategy built around busting through the tank eventually and then cleaning up the rest. Now there's another tank. Can't do that. So now it's it becomes who can hold the center better, because it doesn't look like Myeu has a great way to get through Christie quickly either. Burn is very key, as Winkruba says, because Burn removing Christie guard, Burn just being a constant single target threat, just continuing to wear down the Christie is a much better answer. Because once you can position in such a way on Myeu's side that once your guard does get stripped and one tank gets heal reversed, then the other tank is just covering the rest. Can burn AoE plus Luke AoE kill Floor, Sissy, or even Himiko? Yeah, no, Sword Dance play, there's no guaranteed answer to that. So even AoE side of things, even the AoE side of things, with Bernhardt going in, trying to get... This Sissy looked pretty thick, she had like 12,000 HP, so that might be a bit difficult. But Himiko and Florentia are both at risk. Yeah, it is worth mentioning, Florentia does have Bracer, which does mean Bernhardt does do a lot less damage. Yeah, right, guy. I was pointing out Lewin 1C being hashtag value hashtag now. Quality Z-Long code. AoE not really worth it. I do like the hegemony wear down eventually. Ham bringing single target. Himiko actually bringing plunder. We have dismiss again on Sissy. Mass resist on Florentia again too. I mean, you have Christy and Hilda. Maybe they didn't break the skill descriptions, but instead wanted to gently shift the meta by highlighting the value of some moves. I see. I see. Yeah, Bernhardt did bring Sword Dance. Lucretia's bring a double AoE. It looks like AoE's the move. This ham looks like a normal ham, attack-wise, but he has green skill. I mean, that HP kind of tells me that it's not Overlord's badge, right? Otherwise it'd be a lot higher. So this looks like Bracer, but... yeah. I think this is like... how much attack my ham has buffed or something? No, it's not buffed, but still. Wild ham. This ham's out of control. Like, I've seen unbuffed attack accessory hams that look like they have this much attack. Doesn't Ham just kill Liana? Yeah, I think he can, right? You drop like sword there, and then you teleport here, and then you could just go whoop. Okay, yeah, Ham's going straight for Liana. Yeah, the no acting tiles don't prevent anything here at all. Where was the animation? Oh yeah. Alright, so this is pretty devastating for Myu's comp. We know for a fact that it's not Gift of Eternal Life Lucretia, and now Myu's on a timer, and there is a Himiko over here that is ready to just slowly pick apart this team. Yeah, when you have two tanks and you just move the tank that is protecting your unit. Just another quality of life improvement. That's what they're doing, removing the 3C animation. You know, they're making us have to spend less time on the game watching animations. That way, we can get more game in. Thank you, Daddy Z-Long. Yeah, Ham a bit too thick there. He's gonna die anyway, but still, this is just a devastating trade. Especially if Himiko clocks, then things start getting pretty bad. Yeah, this is why I ban Ham first every game. I know I need to get over it sooner rather than later, probably, but the absolute reach menace. I mean, the heal reversal on top of that is annoying as fuck. Yeah, there's no way to kill the Ham now, right? The Ham even gets to run away. I guess Lucretia? What, you move like Ham right here to try and maximize... Because Lucretia can reach anyway. We're gonna see Actigat on Himiko immediately? Yes. Myeu is spreading out the burn. I'm just ignoring the Ham. Oh yeah, player 2 has turn priority because Liana died without having moved, so doesn't have to worry about it. Thank you. That Christie move did limit Himiko's space a bit, although there wasn't really a good 3C target for Himiko anyway. Good plunder. Not really going to accomplish much. Moving... Well, Ham's gonna die. It doesn't matter. Ham's just fucking dead. Lucretia's just gonna basic attack kill him. Himiko can just move in and kill Steve next turn. True. Then the summons are indeed looking out for each other. Worth mentioning that both these dying will give Sissy coins as well. Yeah, it looks like Himiko could gun for Steve. There's no way to hit her at one because she'll be in guard range. Then she just takes Steve out. Lucretia loses a lot of range. Also has the invest on her, so killing Steve will even give some coins. I think you can move Steve to safety. Just move him like over here. Himiko could have gone a bit more far forward. Even then, I think there's still ways. Yeah, you could put Steve there and he'd be okay. Ham does have immunity to heal block. 3C gives immunity to debuffs. Himiko could not because she was dead then. Yeah, she needs to heal, but Puppet hits her, she pours a sword, and Luke kills her. Yeah, true. Had to stay out of range. Ham takes a bubba, and What's the concern there? The concern was Himiko getting hit by an AoE. There is a chance Lucretia could kill her. And now, Himiko is safe. Puppet range has been removed. Heaven's Sanction is one block off reaching. That is also partially what Trinhuv was zoning by moving Himiko there. Knew the sword dance could happen. Very calculated. This ham just being an absolute mess. Firebrands are hitting first there, I think, and they just don't do very much damage to the werewolves, and yeah. What up, MB? Looks very hard for me at this point. Now Florentia drops 3C, gets rid of the heal block on Himiko. That way Sissy can heal everybody up. When Lucretia can reach with an AoE, which is next turn, Himiko will be nice and healthy. Interesting to use the breeze on Sissy there. You'd think you'd want it on Christy. That way Christy could move up and guard everybody. His Lancer is, I mean, it's pretty easy to kill at this point, right? Just like, kill the basic attack should do it. Already Trinhuv occupying a lot of the center. Kind of why I liked breathing Christy. You just like park her right here, and then your position's great. Guards flow, we guard Sissy. Sissy's already reaching the heal. Yeah, I think. Hold on, yeah. Punch, guard. Does not reach Lucretia. Wouldn't want to plunder her anyway. She'd die. The question is, do you want to? Well, no. Try to obviously heal the Himiko first, and then you do any AoE after that. There's the only 3-man AoE is on these three, which is not particularly relevant. But I guess it is damage. And surely this ham will die next turn. Lucretia just AoEing, right? The clock. I guess that's why I wanted to move Himiko even more up. Now we're just gonna see. I mean, you could like move Himiko like that. Or yeah, no, she just goes for Lucretia and kills her. Makes sense. A much better play. Burn has to take the ham here. And Myeu calls it. So that game was pretty much Ham reaches turn 1. Myeu moves out of guard range, and Ham goes and just kills. Yeah, Ham's a pain in the ass. Much value. So yeah, congratulations to Trinhuv for advancing to the round of 8. And better luck next time to Myeu.